Hello family, I hope you're doing well. Today's video is specially dedicated to all the immigrant children who grow up in the West and they have a different view of the world. So please share it to those who want a reality check, who live in the West and they hate the West. They need to know the taste of reality with someone who grew up in Muslim country to learn what life is like. So let's start. It came to my attention into the news that Pakistan is deporting thousands, millions of Afghans back to Afghanistan. Iran is doing the same. It's 1.5 million and branding them spies, and look what they're doing to them. And similar situation is happening in both countries, and these are not like normal that they just came a couple of years. Some of these Afghans are born in Iran and Pakistan. They don't know nothing about Afghanistan. They might even not know their language properly, but now they are forced to go back. There is no such thing as nationality. Like if you live some time in a country, then you will get a nationality, you will become a national. There is no such thing. Even if your great father was born in there, they would still call you from the country you came from, and they will send you back. I grew up in Pakistan, Afghan refugee that grew up in Pakistan. You must have seen a lot of videos like so you must have seen the image of what Muslims in Western countries compared to Christians in Muslim countries, or any people from any other faith in Muslim country, how they're treated. In this video you will get a taste of what they treat, how they treat their own Muslim countries. If you see on the streets, they will come out, oh, for Palestine, please free it, Jews and this and that, but they will come in thousands in the West for Palestine. But when it comes to their own, how they would treat their own Muslim brothers, sometimes it's better to look how you are treating them, sending them in the thousands to die in a country, because there is no human rights. If you are from a different country other than theirs and you're not from the West, to them you and a dog, a stray dog and cat is the same thing. Live, you die, they don't care. Unless it's fashionable to look nice on the social media to support Palestine, then yeah. Otherwise, if you have to do something about it, then there is nothing. They don't really care. Humanity, children, women, life, nothing matters. They're not going to do anything about it. And why these countries are destroyed anyway? You must have seen these images of Afghanistan in the 70s. The thing that destroyed my country was Islam. It is like a cancer. Look at this. Did these women thought that granddaughters would walk on the street like that? I don't think so. Same thing happened to Iran. And I spoke about these to my husband. I'm like, oh, they're also a hungry country. They can't survive themselves. How they're gonna feed the other people? Like, they're also struggling themselves. What do you expect from them? Why these countries are struggling? Why Iran and Pakistan are struggling so much? because of the religion of peace. There is no devotion. It's all about me, me, me. And someone said it really nicely today, that they hate Jews as much as they hate women. Okay, without this, today the main thing that I wanted to say was like, even if they let them live in Pakistan, how is life like for an Afghan refugee in Pakistan? We will talk, so let's talk one by one. Education. All the government schools, which are free, especially in big cities, Afghans are not allowed in them. If you want to study, you need to go to the private schools and pay the fee. In the big cities, the private schools are so expensive that you can't even think about it. Luckily for me, I was the only child and we lived in a very remote town, so I studied. My parents managed to pay for my education and I managed to get education. But the same has not been true for so many other Afghan families who couldn't afford to send their children to private schools. They can't go education. Healthcare. Free medical care? No. You have to pay for your doctor, you have to pay for your tests, pay for your medication, pay to see the doctor even. If you don't have money, you die. Nobody cares. Let's say, think of accommodation. Afghan refugees get zero accommodation in Iran or Pakistan. Nothing. You need to rent your own place or die on the street. Nobody cares. There's nothing. So some of these Afghans, when they come to the West, they really appreciate it because of how they have been treated in Iran and Pakistan. They really appreciate being in the West. Not all of them, but some do. I know some people, but there is a lot of people who are faking to be Afghans. I'm seeing like a lot of news of rape in the West. Maybe some of them are Afghan refugees, but a lot of people claim to be Afghan just so they can stay. They're not really from Afghanistan. Because you see, Pakistan, it's Punjab, Afghanistan and Kashmir. Pak, that would make Pakistan is land, like England, Finland. So Istan is a land. Similarly, Afghanistan, Pakistan, Turkmenistan, Hindustan. Istan is like a land that they put in that language. So the part of Afghanistan that they used to speak Pashto was given to Pakistan, and they have the right. So if somebody comes to you and say that they are from Afghanistan and they do not know Persian, they cannot speak Farsi, then they are not from Afghanistan. They are lying. Or if they speak Pashto, because they speak Sha instead of Kha. It's Pashto, which is now they changed the name of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. So that's now part of Pakistan. They're not part of Afghanistan. It has been like that for so many years. So you guys who grow up in the West and you think, oh, West is the reason of all this and blah blah, and it's like you think, oh, you want to be part of the Muslim Ummah and brotherhood and all that. It's all a big fat lie. It's all a big fat lie. You should thank the West that it let you and your family come and live here, and all the luxuries that you had. It's like studying, being able to have a right to education and medication and all that is a luxury to an Afghan who lives in Muslim countries. Forget about UAE and Qatar and all that. You can't even step foot in on those countries. They will kill you or beat you, deport you. You do not have any rights. And these countries where they even let you stay, the conditions are horrid. You have to live by yourself. Even then, people were still happy to stay there. They survived. They started their business. You cannot buy land. If your parents are from Afghanistan, you will never get the nationality. You are not allowed to buy the land. You cannot own anything. Even if you pay the full price, you cannot own anything. You can't even open a bank account. When I wanted to open a bank account, I had to travel all the way to Islamabad, get a special permission from the Interior Ministry that I'm allowed to open a bank account, because if I don't have bank account, I won't get paid. Lastly, my message for the immigrants is, if you are in the West, don't try to change the West to your culture, but change yourself and adopt to the new culture. Learn about it. And I heard someone saying I had to do a lot of mental gymnastics in order to keep my faith. Don't do mental gymnastics. Just read the book. For example, read your own Quran, Surah Nisa. You'd imagine Nisa means woman. So it will be about women's right, and it's like, oh, you are my daughters, I love you, and women are beautiful, and stuff like that. That's what someone would imagine if you want to read it. But if you actually read the surah, it's telling men how to treat their wives, how to discipline their woman, how to divorce the woman like a property. Please don't just do the rituals. Open your book and read it, and then decide if you should even remain in that faith or not. The reason West progressed is because they had Christian values, in which you obey the law of the country that you live in. You respect it. And you live a life of service. You don't think about yourself, but you think how you can help others, how you can help the country, how you can be good human being. It's all about humanity. It doesn't promote a culture, but it tells you to love everyone. Love your enemies. That's why the West progressed. So please do not destroy it. And if you cannot follow the rules and laws, if you cannot respect and follow the laws of West, go back and live in Muslim countries. That's all for this one. I'll see you in the next one.